Started trading in 1991. And for the first 15 years, I was making every mistake you probably make right now. Not because I wasn't smart enough. My challenge, working 10 to 15 hours a day, 6 days a week, and trying to build a system part time. The pieces finally came together in 2006, and I've been trading for a living ever since. For the first time on YouTube, here are the AutoPilot Trading's 6 pillars to successful swing trading. Let's go. How do you know which stocks or ETFs are even worth watching? That brings us to pillar 1. When most swing traders begin, they jump into the tactics when they should focus on the battlefield by knowing what to trade. With the AutoPilot Trading System, we focus on a list of the top stocks for that week and also a really good stable of leverage ETF. Not whatever's trending, but a defined manageable list that I know cold. This results in capital efficiency. Selection is the first act of discipline. Before you ever enter a trade, the system is already working for you. A defined universe eliminates noise. The should I be in this question never comes up because the answer is already in the plan. So each of these following pillars build on each other. So watch to the end. Once you know what to trade, the next step is to learn when, where, and how to enter. So, how do you know when it's actually time to buy? Well, I can tell you one thing, it's not here. That's right. The place to buy is down here. So, do you know when smart traders are buying? It's not up here, it's down here. Most traders are seduced by strategy and tactics. They miss the second most important part of swing trading. Entry mechanics that work across a range of strategies. The rules don't change based on what you're trading or when. Oftentimes, the moment of entry is the moment of max fear, but a rule based entry removes the decision. You're not asking yourself, should I get in now? You're asking, does this meet the system criteria? And that's a completely different question. Hey, I'm only spending a little bit of time on the charts for this one. If you want a full video on the mechanics, the setups, and exactly how the autopilot trading system targets entries, hit subscribe. You'll be the first to know when the new video drops next week. The next pillar answers the question of how do you know when to sell before emotions take over? That's right, when, where, and how to exit. Planning your exit is what I think one of the more important parts of your plan. I lost a fortune during the first 15 years because I didn't have a solid exit plan. Can you relate to that? The pain of watching profits turn into losses. And to win this battle, I had to learn how to become a winner. Most traders lose money on exits, not the entries. They sit there and hold a position till it turns against them. And what was a nice profit turns into a huge loss. But by predefining your exits, be it a percentage point, being at a target level, you can start taking your profits off the table on your terms, not necessarily the market's term. Same as with entries, this deserves a full deep dive video. So another video will be out soon on strategic exits. Just comment exits if you're struggling with exit, and we'll make sure we get that video out to you. Hey, wouldn't it be great to have the full framework of these 6 pillars in your hand before those videos drop? All 6 pillars are defined and explained in my book, Trade Your Way to Freedom. The link is down in the description. Next pillar is how do you know which strategy fits your trading plans? So now that you know what to trade, how to enter, how to exit, strategy clicks into place. And straight up, I designed the system so that in reality, the strategy doesn't matter as much. because I can use the same system whether I'm trading options, whether I'm trading leverage ETFs, whether I'm trading stocks, because they all trigger off of the same triggers. Strategy follows the system, not the other way around. Most traders pick a strategy first and try to make it fit, squeeze it into a box that it was never intended to go in. The AutoPilot framework reverses that. Pillars 1 through 3 are already working. Strategy is the vehicle by which I apply them. And then consistency of execution beats complexity in strategy every time. The traders I've worked with since 2006 don't fail because they had the wrong strategy. They fail because they put the strategy before the proven system and then tried to make it work. One system applied with discipline outperforms multiple strategies applied with basically just emotions. The next pillar, how do you know if your system is working after just a few trades? Well, you don't. Since most traders miss this pillar, they miss an important ingredient that could save their accounts. I want to understand expectancy. Expectancy is the average outcome of my system across a series of trades, not just one or two. We're talking about a full body of work. The AutoPilot trading system is built around positive expectancy. The process works over time when you execute it consistently. No single trade is a guarantee. The series is what matters. And then there's the trade management aspect. In Pillar 5, it's where entries, exits pay off and how you manage the trade in progress, how you respond to price action as it develops is the direct application of rules you already have. So we want to write it down, journal it, and track what your trades are doing to identify what you're doing right, what needs to improve, and then the micro steps you can take to become a master swing trader. This process in pillar number 5 replaces certainty with process. Most traders stall out because they think that they really know they're right before they act. The market will never give you that kind of certainty. The autopilot trading system doesn't ask you to be certain, it asks you to execute the next rule. And that shift changes everything. So, the next question I have for you is, are you trying to trade alone? Well, pillar number 6 is something I added after years of trying to do it by myself. And I saved this one for last because, it's one of the most skipped of the pillars. For whatever reason, traders, especially beginning traders, think that they can teach themselves to learn for themselves. And that's a really expensive mistake. Just ask me. I lost too much because I was stubborn. I wasn't stupid, but I was stubborn and saying, I think I know more than the market. What does a mentor do for you? It compresses the years of mistakes into months of progress. That's right. I spent 15 years figuring it out part time, and that was my timeline. You don't have to repeat that. The entire point of a mentor is to shorten the learning curve without shortcutting the discipline. The right mentor will have a system you can verify. It's not just the results, it's the system. You should be able to see the rules, understand the logic, and execute it yourself. If your mentor can't show you the system, they're not really a mentor. So, are you ready to stop guessing and start executing? The Autopilot Trading Service is exactly that, a proven system, direct access on Discord, and ongoing education. The same framework I've been teaching since 2006. The link will be down in the description. But regardless of whether you want to become an autopilot trader, the bottom line is take these 6 pillars, make them your starting point, and find a proven system and proven mentor who will work with you.